your preference to, like, do you prefer playing right away on Saturday and then just kind of watching to see how things play out from there for the rest of the league?
Yeah, I'm just focused on Saturday.
Landon, do you scratch your head with all the injuries to one position on this team? I mean, have you seen anything like that?
Yeah, it's football. It happens.
With the top three guys, an inside linebacker going down at one point. I mean, that's kind of unusual, you would think, right? You had so many guys.
Nah, when I was in New England, Dante Hightower went down, Calvin Noy went down, and then it was me.
What does it say about this team and the guys behind you and the guys around you to be able to, scratch away and claw away and perform like they have the last couple of weeks?
I mean, we're all professional. Are you talking about from an injury standpoint or just?
I'm talking about guys that are backing you up, that the guys that are filling in, you guys are still getting the jobs done. Basically.
I mean, everybody is pros. I think them guys and our coaching staff has been doing a great job. Is making sure everybody ready to go and stuff like that. And it's what it is, man. I mean, it's a part of football. We're all pros and we all got to be ready to go. I know we're calling.
Are you hopeful? You want to play?
No, I'm going. I'm playing.
You're playing?
Yeah.
Omar came over and congratulated T.J. Watt here, and then he turned and congratulated me. I was like, for what? And he said, congratulations, you made the Pro Bowl. And, oh, man, I was just overwhelmed with gratefulness, excitement. Still a little surreal for me.
That goes to show you, like, you're doing things the right way.
Oh, no doubt. I've been doing it a long time. This is my 8th year, and I've just been trying to work really hard and just keep my nose down and do what's required of me. And so it was cool to see that those efforts recognized. And it means a lot for everybody who voted. Shout out to my family and friends. I know I owe some ibuprofen or something to some of those wrists. I got some heavy voters in my family, but I'm truly grateful to Steelers Nation, and it's really exciting honor.
Miles, to that point, I mean, you do all that work, and a lot of it doesn't get noticed. Is there gratification, like, okay, somebody realizes the effort that I'm putting in, or the things we're doing,
right,
when maybe not a lot of people are watching?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's always good to get recognized. I try to deflect all the glory, upwards. I'm a man of faith, and so I don't really do it for the recognition, but it is a nice little nice pat on the back, man. I do appreciate it.
Miles, at what point in your career did you really embrace the special teams role?
You know what? I was actually just telling the story yesterday. I've always been a teamer. I've always loved it. I've always had a soft spot for it. I actually didn't even get I wouldn't have even made it to college without special teams. My coach told me he had never seen someone put kickoff for their first 10 plays on their highlight film. And so he was like, we got to have you here. And so I've always enjoyed it. It's something I've always taken a lot of pride in. I mean, I was blocking punts up at SUU, and so it was something I've always known I could be good at. And so it was when I got to the league, it was just right in step with what I've been doing. I never had to change my mindset to say, okay, now I got to focus on this. It's something I've always loved. It's been near and dear to my heart. I take it very serious.
You had a few.
Why have I loved it? Oh man, I could go on and on, but for me, it's the purest form of the game. It's one-on-one, but it's also so team-driven. For example, when I block a punt, it's not just my efforts, right? It's everyone has to be doing their job, and we run. It's almost barbaric. It used to be barbaric on kickoff, but that's okay. It's still a lot of fun. It's still making a man do something against his will. And open field tackling, it's blocking, it's everything. It's everything about football in one play, and so I love it.
You've had a few here, a big one earlier this year. Why do you have a knack for getting after the punter or the kicker?
Well, I think with anything, it's practice. I'm very intentional with how I practice, and it's something that, like, again, I take it very serious. I know the odds behind it. I know the math of it. And so it's something that I use to kind of drive, how I attack it. And I kind of, you know, I do a lot of work with Danny Smith, you know, and I do a lot of work with my guys here, but it has to be something that you expect, and we fully expect to get it.
Speaking of Danny, I know he's kind of allergic to credit or even attention on special teams. What have your conversations
Give
been
him all
like?
the credit. Yep.
What have your conversations been like with it? Did he give you a pat on the back for this honor? Or is he
We have
just
a
kinda
really
like,
unique
hey,
relationship.
We have a game in 2 days.
Me and Danny, we have a unique relationship, you know, a lot of yin and yang, you know, and I really appreciate how he coaches and how he goes after it, and I have to give credit where credit's due. It's been a fruitful relationship, and I'm looking forward to, you know, what can progress.
Because when a teamer gets a Pro Bowl honor like this, I mean, that's also a reflection of.
Oh yeah, I don't do it by myself.
Right.
Yeah,
And the
it is
coaching staff,
complete reflection of coaching, of the team camaraderie, and just a lot of hard work.
Only bummer timing-wise is that the Pro Bowl finally moves out of Vegas to Orlando.
No, it's okay. I've been in Vegas my whole life.
Right.
You know, I love it. Super Bowl will be there. You know, a lot of good stuff in Vegas. But yeah, I know the wife's excited to get out to the beach.
Disney?
Oh, of course, man. I'm a father of 3.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some Disney. It's
Nice.
gonna be a good time.